Hello, friends. It is Chelsea. Welcome on back to another plan with me. I'm going to be sharing the week of February the 9th through the 15th of 2026. For this week, I used the Romance Reader Kit from Pink Planner Shop, and I paired with it these underlays in Seafoam. I believe they were Botanical 3 from Plannahannah. Yeah, I wanted to pull in that dark blue that I end up placing on Thursday. And I really like how it turned out. It looks really good. So this week, what happened this week? This week was Valentine's Day. I am not like actively searching for a relationship, but I am just getting really tired of like constantly being reminded that I am incredibly single with no prospects. Because so this weekend was Valentine's Day. My sister was like, "Hey, you're not doing anything. You should come up and watch my dog while her and her boyfriend go out of town." And then yeah, things have just, I don't know. It is what it is. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I'm just like, maybe I should start like actively trying to find somebody to make my life a little bit better, cuz right now it's just not happening. But yeah, so I ended up going out of town to my sister's apartment to watch her dog on Saturday and into Sunday. Just kind of got into I was already in my feelings. This week was a little better as far as the mental health was concerned, but things just kept going further and further downhill. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like I said last week, things just aren't getting any better. I'm trying, but it's really just not working. I need to call somebody and get something. I don't even know anymore. As with last week, I somehow managed to screw up filming the day by day portion of the plan with me. And as I mentioned with the plan with me for last week, I had somehow, like, all I managed to get was a picture of like one section of the spread. I have no idea how I did that. That happened with this week as well. And so at the end, you'll see me. I had originally filmed all of this as a talk through, but I don't know. Like, I shouldn't say I had low energy, because I feel like I have low energy now, but yeah, it was just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like it's just easier for me to do voiceovers, which sounds like I'm taking the time and the effort to film as a talk through, and then I end up not using it and having to put even more work into it by recording a voiceover. But I don't know. I just feel like the voiceovers are, in my personal opinion, I feel like they end up so much better. I can edit them easier than I can when I do a talk through. And it's way easier for me to cut out something from a voiceover than it is for me to cut out something that I'm talking about in my plan with me, like in my day-to-day plan with me's. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. I'm just trying to formulate this information now. It's not really paying off, but that's okay. So in the sidebar, I did use this sticker. I think it came from the same sheet as the sticker I used on the sidebar in the last spread, but it says "my neck, my back, my anxiety attack," and it's a possum, which I really like. I almost feel like it would have been appropriate for me to use it the week prior, but the skeleton worked out too perfectly, in my opinion, for me to not use it. So that's kind of what happened. But this week we continued. There was a lot of hockey this week. The men and the women's Olympic teams were both in the process of working towards their gold medal games, which meant that I was watching a lot of hockey, which I absolutely loved. And it's so funny because at the time, like, watching hockey now is just like, it's so frustrating. Like, we just got done with the Olympics, and then went and saw, we went to a Comets game. I went to a Comets game with my friend and his wife and a bunch of their friends. And it was just like, it was night and day watching the Olympic hockey team compared to the Comets. And no offense to the Comets, because like they're awesome and like everybody, I can't ice skate. Like I this Olympics has become one of those Olympics where I'm just like, I'm gonna learn how to ice skate because Alyssa Liu. And I'm just like, I can't ice skate. And then you see what's his face doing backflips on the ice, and I'm like, I could do that, right? No, I can't even do a backflip in real life, but here we are. But yeah, so there was a lot of hockey that happened literally Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Wednesday was the only day I didn't mark a hockey game. And that's okay, because hockey makes me happy. And it's just one of those things where it's like anything that's going to make me happy, I'm going to take full advantage of it. And so fortunately they had everything on Peacock, but the thing that pissed me off, I was trying to watch, what was it? I was trying to watch one of the women's Olympic games. It may have actually been the gold medal game. And it wouldn't let me watch it because it said like my Peacock account, which I use my sister's Peacock accounts. And I texted her, I was like, did you cancel your Peacock? And she's like, no, she got a new, like she changed banks and got a new bank card and everything. And she said she just forgot to transition everything over, but I don't really think she uses Peacock. So I'm like, well, like I want to use it, but I'm also really bad about watching shows on Netflix and Hulu, and like I feel like I just watch the same stuff over and over again. I spend more time on YouTube than I do anything else. I'm trying to get better about like watching, because everybody's like, oh, you should watch this show, you should watch this show, and it's like, yeah, this show's been out for how long, and I just don't watch it. I don't know, it's just weird. What else happened this week? What happened this week? I finished reading The Apocalypse 7. I started reading a book called Spells of Blood and Kin, which I didn't give it a great rating. I also finished reading The God of the Woods. I had finished a book, I think it was the week prior, it's called Heartwood, and somebody in a Goodreads reviewer was talking about Heartwood and how it was trying to be the God of the Woods. And so I was scrolling through Libby after I finished Heartwood, and the God of the Woods was, I think I had a short wait list on it, and I managed to get it very quickly. And I read it, and I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about with this, like, trying to be God of the Woods. It was, I don't know. It's like comparing apples and oranges at that point. So I thought I was supposed to go to my sister's house on Friday, but I texted her and I was like, when are you leaving Friday? And she was like, we're not leaving Friday. And I'm like, when are you leaving? And she says Saturday. And I'm like, oh, okay. And she said Saturday at like 2. So then I text her, and she never, like Saturday morning, I text her and I'm like, what time are you guys leaving? Like, when do I need to be up there? And she never texts me back. She finally texts me back and she's like, oh, I think we're leaving at like 2 or 3. And I'm like, or she said, no, she didn't, it wasn't even 3. It was like 4 or 5 they were going to leave. And I was like, bro, like you're literally just going for like 24 hours. And I found out they went to Chicago. I'm like, you just left the house for 24 hours to go to Chicago. Like, what a waste. But yeah, so I just spent Saturday and Sunday with my sister's dog, contemplating my life, listening to her obnoxious neighbors, and just feeling really sorry for myself and how single I am. But I will save all of that boohoo for another day. If you have any questions about where any stickers are from, please let me know in the comments below. And until I talk to you next time, bye-bye.